Hey, Coach, I haven't forgot about you and any other coaches who grabbed this off my YouTube channel. I'm sharing this with a friend of mine who is a high school coach in Montana. So this is a sideline out of bounds play we call BullDog that I affectionately stole from a middle school girls coach at a camp and turned into the best sideline out of bounds play I've ever seen and ever used, and then watched my peers as I started coaching and sharing it and using it in college games use it. So we called it BullDog. So we're just going to go a little bit by a little bit here for the setting of this sideline out of bounds. So in the sideline out of bounds, the setup is we'll go on this side here. So we always went with our 3-man here. Your point guard is here. Your 5-man is setting that down screen. I'm sorry. The 4 and the 5 are interchangeable. Your 5 is here and your 2 is here. Your shooter is always in the opposite the ball spot, so the 3 is going to have the ball on the sideline. So it's really simple, but timing is of the essence. So on the slap of the ball, the 4 is going to set a down screen for the point to choose whichever side he goes to get the ball here, he or she. And so you're looking to get the ball entry pass here to the 1. When that ball is in the air, the 5 is going to set a down screen for the 2, and the 2 is going to come to the center of the floor here. This is important because if the 2 doesn't come to the center of the floor, the flare screen that the 5 is going to come back and set will not be timed right, and you will miss it. So now the setting looks like this. The 3 is still on the sideline. The 1 still has the ball. Now you have the 4 here. You really need your 4-man to have the ability to dribble with their left or their right, because they're going to set this play up with the handoff. So the 2 is here and the 5 is here. So as soon as that ball comes in bounds, the 3 is coming straight in bounds, and the 4 is going to use the down screen, and the 1 is going to dribble here for the handoff. As the dribble takes place, the 5 is going to curl towards the 2. The 2 is showing both hands like they're trying to receive the pass from the 1, and the 4 is going to come and receive the handoff right here. So there's going to handoff is going to take place there, and the 5 is coming. And again, you can see that this timing of this play is really important, which is why it works. So the 1 is going to hand off to the 4, and now you have the 5 in the spot to set a flare screen. All right, so now let me just give you where we are. So now we've got the 3 here. The 1 is just hand off to the 4. The 4 is here with the ball, and now the 5 is setting the flare screen for the 2. So that 5 setting the flare for the 2. The 4 is going to dribble towards the 2, and this is where the play is at its core the best. The 5 is going to set a flare slip, so you don't want them to stay too long, but they got to make contact with the 2-man's defender here. So as they make that contact, the 2 is going to flare over to the corner. The 4 is your first option is looking for your shooter on the flare, and the 5 is going to slip hard to the basket here. The 1 is going to stay wide, and the 3 is in the spot where, for us, we just slipped him or her to the short corner to get out of the way so we didn't drag our defender down the middle of the lane. And again, this is a sideline out of bounds. So you're looking for the 2, the pass over the top here to the 2, or the back door to the 5 here. Really, that's basically it. So to conclude it, Coach, make sure you set a really good flare, and the 2 really does a good job of flaring, and the 5 slips hard. Again, your 4 needs to be a good passer, also needs to be dribble with their left hand. That's why I said the 5 and the 4 are interchangeable. I think there are lots of interchangeable spots. Sometimes we even had our 4 taking it out. Hope it's helpful. I've got another one I'll send to you later.